Hello, how are you?
Well,
I'm doing great. What's up?
did today fall into the planned rest plan you guys had for James?
Not really. One it did, but more of both. Joel's been nursing the back, and James, we're very conscious of what's going on with his hamstring, so we're just being very careful.
Yeah, this kind of game where we might see Charles or Paul.
Probably, yes.
When those guys get opportunities like this, just what do you hope to see?
Just good play. I mean, Charles has been down, obviously in the G League. So is Paul until recently, so in Charles' case, at least he's had some games, he's been playing, he's been going up and down, where in Paul, we do the low minute games. He's been playing in those. But listen, this is their careers. Like every night they play, they're trying to prove they should play more minutes and try to earn some minutes, and they want to be pros like everybody. This is not fun and games for these guys. This is serious stuff. We want them to be good players. They're just good, deep, a lot of veterans, kind of know how to play. They've kind of bought in, to the Miami way, all of them. There's a lot of new guys on their team as well. Kyle and Tuck, they've both been great for him. Kyle's going through a lot of stuff off the court, coming back to Philly, back in here and back, home to Miami for him. And so he's had a tough year in a lot of ways, but he still figures out a way of, he's just a pro. They've added some pros to their team.
In regards to James, this is just for rest. There hasn't been any setbacks.
No setbacks. Yeah, just precaution.
You can get like a little, it's like some gamesmanship, like an advantage in assuming you would play Miami in the playoffs.
You mean tonight?
Yeah.
No. Nope.
How close are you to 12 innings to go to kind of figuring out playoff rotations and things like that, Doc? I know it's a day by day.
I'm not that close. I'm not that concerned by it either, to be honest. I'm just not. We give a lot of talk to rotations around here. I guess it's a Philly thing. I don't know, but I always laugh at it. So if we set our rotation and then one guy plays poorly, should we not play someone else off the bench, or should we just stick to it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't, so we got a lot of guys, and clearly the one thing I will give you is we definitely want to, it's not the rotation to me, it's more figuring out a way to play with one guy on the floor, meaning James and Joel, when one is off the floor. That to me is a bigger concern for me as far as our rhythm and how we play there. That to me is very important for us. And we've had, we've been inconsistent in that, to me. I think the Joel and James together has figured that out pretty well. We're starting to do that well. But the separation of the two, one night it seems like the one group, whatever we have out there, is doing well. Then the next night it's the other group. And so what we really looking for is 48 consistent minutes of good play. And we haven't done that yet.
You said for so long that it really didn't matter when you finished who you're going to play in the first
Yeah.
round. Is there a point though that you would like to finish at least top four?
Yeah, I think everyone would like to finish top four, just for first round home court, I guess. But even in that, I think if you ask every coach, if you say health or top four, they're going to take health. You know what I mean? So, but having top four is always nice to have, because you get 4 games at home if you need them. So, how are you?
So your chemistry with James looks great.
Yeah.
How do you mix in Tyrese, getting a chance to watch you guys last night? The speed he plays with
Yeah.
versus maybe more of a half court type dynamic with Harden and
Yeah, we've been inconsistent in that. You know, that's big for us. Like, we have to keep our pace. Last night, if you watched that game, if you stayed up to watch it, and if you watched it and you stayed up to watch it, you can say that twice. As slow as the damn game was, you know, that's not how we want to play, you know, and so that's what we were just talking about, hit or miss, you know, in the games where we've gotten the ball up and out and allow Tyrese to be Tyrese. It's been really good for us. In the games where we choose to play that slow man, you know, Ronnie Rothstein's not here, so I'm gonna say Ronnie Rothstein type basketball. I love that. Then it's gonna be that type of game, you know, and then whenever you play in those games, you're almost guaranteeing it's gonna come down on the final shot, because you know, tonight would be a night you may choose to do that, to try to keep the game close and steal it at the end. But most nights you shouldn't play. At least I don't think we should.
For James, since the last game he sat, it's been about 39 minutes per game. Are
Yeah.
you comfortable with that number?
No. You know, it's funny though, you know, we go back and forth with our team on it, because, you know, the whole thing with James is that he's missed a lot, you know, before this. And James he wants to build it up so he can play 40 minutes a night for playoffs, or, you know, or have that ability to do that. And so we've done that twice. And that's a good thing, but 39 on an average is too much. So, but we do, you know, you have to ramp everybody's minutes up. You have to build it up so when they get to the playoffs, they're able to sustain a little bit more minutes.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Take care.